Hello, Timmy Nafso here, Executive Vice President and co-founder of FortisPay, talking about subscriptions and how they're affecting the market, how they're affecting our lives, and how many of us are actually subscribing, right? So what we've seen is, let's talk really quickly about our music habits, right? I walked into a Barnes & Noble recently. I was actually shocked to see in the back of the store, and it's been a while since I've walked into a Barnes & Noble. Many of you maybe have the same habit, right? 10 years ago, I would actually go there all the time, sit down, study, have a coffee. They had a Starbucks inside. And as time has shifted, there's been less of a reason to go in and buy anything, obviously, with iBooks, Amazon Kindle, and all these different products, audible.com, you're listening to books, so on and so forth. And what's also happening is this idea that, yes, some people are still nostalgic or they still like to read a particular way, right? They still like to buy a book and read it. But certainly listening to music, right? So in the back of the store, there was this music area that still had CDs and records and, kind of should have been maybe more of a retro feel, right? Like back in the day, look at this cool little spot that we have. Instead, it kind of felt a little bit sad. It looked exactly like it looked 10 years ago. And why I'm bringing this up is we watched this evolution of subscription. At first, when I started to say, okay, Apple Music, $10 or $15 a month to have unlimited music, well, why would I do that? I don't pay or buy $15 worth of music a month. But what has been proven to be true is that it's this feeling of community with the subscription that they offer, right? This idea that, hey, I can get my Apple Music, I can listen to any song I want. I don't have to worry about downloading it. You also can share songs and listen to other people's playlists and so on and so forth. So there's other values to the subscription, not just buying a song or just buying music. So with that subscription-based model, we've now even seen universities or textbooks start to go in that direction, right? We used to have to go buy a bunch of books or look for somebody from the previous class in college, as an example, or even in high school, right? In a lot of schools where they have textbooks that have to be purchased in the private sector of school there. And what we start to see is, nobody likes that experience. As a matter of fact, as a college student, you're like awed when you get there at the cost of these books. And then after you're done with it, you go back and you sell it to the local bookstore, sell it to a friend for pennies on the dollar. And the entire experience doesn't feel so well, and you really don't want that book for that semester anyway, right? Like those are the things you have to have it. So you're seeing companies come out and actually provide, this subscription-based book model for universities, right? Where you can go on, the cost is significantly less because they're not having to print, they're not having to ship, right? Imagine the shipping costs that go into shipping books, right? So all of those costs are having to be incorporated into the cost of the book, and then the bookstore has to make money, and then you have to, and then you got to buy the book and you got to sell it to somebody else, so on and so forth. So you're bypassing all of this at a much more reasonable price. There are some companies out here that, as an example, you get unlimited courses for $180 for the year, for the semester, and so on and so forth. These subscription models are very important for us to pay attention to. Netflix, right? You used to go and rent a movie. Now you pay a flat amount and you get unlimited access to their database. The general consumer, the customer, your customer, does not want to be nickeled and dimed throughout the process, right? They really don't like that you charge them extra for baggage, right? They would rather you just include it because it feels as though they're being nickeled and dimed. So in your business model today, what you have to pay attention to is what you can shift towards the subscription model. If your business is something that is possibly can shift over to subscription, start looking at that, because if you're not, somebody else is, and they're going to start to provide that type of service in a subscription model. We've seen it for years with the gyms, right? We've seen it now with music is subscription, TV is subscription. We're looking at books as being subscription. Textbooks now are shifting that way. It's not stopping with subscription because everybody's trying to build that audience. And once you have that loyalty of somebody paying you every single month, you can sell them other products, you can sell them other services, and you're providing value to them. So thanks for listening. Please comment below.